if I take the home office deduction, I have heard that my chances of auditing go up. Is that true? A good question, and we get that question a lot. A very, very good question. We talked about this a lot in our webinar earlier in preparing an audit-proof tax return. But I believe that there are no, quote, red flags with the IRS. Just because you file a home office deduction because you have an office in your home, that is not going to mean the IRS is going to audit your tax return. I just don't believe that. Now, I do believe that the IRS does use a statistical sampling method, just this mountain of data that you know they have, to determine which tax returns they indeed choose for audit. So the more detail you have on your return, the more complex your return is, the bigger chance you're going to be audited, just because you're going to fall in more than one of those data stratums that they have in selecting returns. And the home office deduction is one of those. But it's not any more difficult or critical or audit worthy than any other number on your tax return. But the most important thing here for me is don't consider not taking a deduction that you're otherwise eligible for just because you think the IRS is going to look at it. The IRS recognizes that you operate your business out of your home. There should be a deduction related to that. That's why there is a home office deduction. If that fits your scenario, take the deduction. Just make sure you go through and cross your T's, dot your I's, make sure you have the support for the numbers on your tax return, which you should anyway, as we all know, but make sure you take the deduction. Now, the IRS tells us that the average home office deduction is about $2,500, $2,500 and some change. For most of us, depending on your marginal tax rate, that translates into about $800 in cash. Okay, now the question is, would you write a check to the IRS for $800 just so your chances of being audited would go from 1% to 0.99%? That seems really silly to me. So even if you believe that your chances are going to slightly go up, it doesn't make sense to me not to take a deduction that you otherwise are eligible for. So I don't believe there are red flags. If you're eligible for the home office deduction, certainly take it. Take the $800 and rather than send it to the IRS, put it in a traditional IRA or an SEP account and even save more tax money. Way better idea than letting the IRS keep that money.